Yo! Alright, man. What is up, man? We gotta talk about this, man. We gotta talk about this. The UFC is literally being treated like a step bro. That's what's happening here. The UFC is getting treated like a little bro by John Jones. John Jones is literally treating the organization how he wants. Why is that? Why is somebody like John Jones allowed to do what he's doing? You know, he is the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion, but he doesn't know if he wants to continue fighting or not. And it looks like he just doesn't want to fight Tom Aspinall. We have Tom Aspinall, a young heavyweight with so much potential. He could literally become the best heavyweight of all time. But he is being treated like he's being treated so poorly by the UFC. Let's be real. He's being treated poorly. The fact that Dana White and the UFC are allowing John Jones to still keep that undisputed belt when he doesn't want to fight John Jones. Why the hell doesn't the UFC just strip John Jones of the title and give it to Tom Aspinall and let Tom Aspinall fight? Have a fight already, because it's about to be a year since Tom Aspinall lost last fight, man. He's literally being wasted of his prime by John Jones and the UFC. I mean, this is not just on John Jones. This is on the UFC and Dana White. The UFC and Dana White are allowing John Jones to keep running from Tom Aspinall. If John Jones stated that he doesn't want to fight him, and he then just strip him off the fucking belt, man. This is a joke. The UFC is being treated like nothing right now. The UFC, the belt is losing, appeal. It's losing prestige by the actions of John Jones, man. It was already bad enough that Francis Ngannou had to leave the UFC, and the fact that he didn't. The fact that John Jones didn't have to fight the actual champion in Francis Ngannou in order to become the heavyweight champion. He had to fight the guy that Francis Ngannou beat, which is just, I don't know, man. Like, I'm genuinely just don't understand why the hell the UFC are allowing this to happen. Does John Jones have something on Dana White and the UFC? Does he have some sort of secrets that he knows? Like, because John Jones has the UFC and Dana White by the balls. Literally, he is dictating everything. The UFC are letting John Jones dictate everything. It's a disgrace, John Jones has stated recently that he's done. He doesn't feel like fighting, and he feels like he's the type of guy that he could just pop out of nowhere whenever he wants. Like, no, dog. Like, the UFC, it's the UFC's fault, though. This is all the UFC's fault. This is not John Jones's fault, because John Jones already told the UFC pretty much what he wants, which is a big sum of money in order to fight Tom Aspinall. And it looks like the UFC don't want to give him that big sum of money, because John Jones came out and said that he already told the UFC what he wants to do, and he doesn't understand what the UFC still haven't told the public about what John Jones said. And it is all in the UFC, because they're the ones that need to be stripping John Jones off the title, and they gotta start promoting Tom Aspinall as this beast that made John Jones quit without fighting him, that made him retire without even fighting him. That's what we need. All right, we need Dana White and the UFC to start promoting Tom Aspinall as his one of the greatest heavyweights potentially. Because the fact that he's been this dominant throughout his throughout his UFC career is impressive. Like he's already beaten almost a lot of the top 10. You know, he's already beaten Curtis Blade. He's already beaten Pavlovich. He's already beaten. He's been so many. He's beaten a lot of the heavyweight divisions. All right, he's beaten a lot of the heavyweight division. I think the only one that he hasn't beaten is Sorogan. Almeida. I think the heavyweight Almeida, the Brazilian. I don't know if it's Thiago Almeida or Thomas Almeida. I don't know, but it's Almeida and John Jones. Those are the three guys that that Tom Aspinall hasn't fought yet. He's beaten a lot of the heavyweight division already, and it's incredible that John Jones, that UFC is letting John Jones do this. Like they didn't have the same energy with GSP when he took the 4-year layoff. GSP back in 2013, I think. Dana White called him out for it. He called him out for it, saying how, he owes a rematch to Johnny Hendricks. He owes the rematch to the fans. He owes it to the belt. He owes it to the UFC. He really gave it hard on GSP. But he's letting John Jones do whatever the hell he wants. Like, it's incredible, man. And let's be real, John Jones, his heavyweight run isn't going to be remembered at all. Like, this heavyweight run is just a shadow of his lightweight career. It's just a shadow of it, man. It's just a disgrace. He's the second longest reign of the UFC belt. Second. And he's only defended it once and fought twice in the heavyweight division. He fought Sorogan, beat him for the title, and then he fought an old, pretty much retired Stipe Miocic, who was out of I think the last time he fought was in 2020 when he got knocked out by Francis Ngannou. A brutal KO. And then he took a huge layoff. And now he came back, fought John Jones, got destroyed. And then he retired again. Officially retired. Because he was already retired, let's be real. He didn't deserve that fight with John Jones either. But the UFC, for some reason, they wanna give John Jones all this treatment, special treatment for some reason, which I don't understand. When somebody has ruined events for you in the past, someone who's been scandalous in the media and in the public, who's had a lot of issues, a lot of problems outside of the octagon, who has been involved with the cops in different ways. There's so many ways that I just cannot put them all in here. And he's not only that, he's been PED cheat. He's been caught 3 times doing PEDs. So he is definitely, for me, he's not in the GOAT conversation for me, man. You can't have a PED cheat in the GOAT conversation. That's just gonna encourage people to do PEDs, man. A disgrace. So yeah, this is a terrible. This for me a way to end your career, and a cowardly way, Especially, might as well. I just don't understand why John Jones just doesn't leave the belt and retires and just officially says just say it, come out, say I'm retired, and that's it. Put it all in the bed, and that's it. Just move on, and Tom Aspinall continue his career, because it's sad to see Tom Aspinall not fighting, especially when he's healthy. He's healthy right now. Not only that, he said that he's been sort of kind of affected by not fighting mentally a little bit. So it's John Jones is really messing up with Tom Aspinall's mental health. So yeah, man, I just don't understand why his fans, why he even has fans. You know what I'm saying? A drug cheap PED user who finally found his match, and he doesn't want to fight him. Calls himself the GOAT. If you're the GOAT, you'll fight anybody. Don't matter. But it is what it is, man. Hopefully he gets stripped in the next couple of weeks, man, by the UFC, and hopefully, Tom Aspinall's giving a fight with Cyril Gahn or with Almeida, anybody. But yeah, man, he needs to go out there and fight because time moves really quick, and next thing you know, he's gonna be 36, and you never know. But he's still 31, 32. He still has a good couple years in him, especially since he's a heavyweight, and he has a low mileage. He only has like a 2-minute average fight time. He hasn't been in a war, so he's still pretty fresh. And yeah, he has a good career ahead of him as long as the UFC let it happen, because like it's just embarrassing, man. Anyways, thank y'all for watching, and this is literally taking a lot of credibility away from the UFC by the way John Jones is treating it, But yeah.